Hey guys, I just checked my comments. Sorry if I'm tired right now. It's like 2 days later, but I just realized that my Digital Storm video that I posted like 2 days ago is bugged. Thank you, Specs, for alerting me to this issue. I am re-uploading it right now, so it will be fixed right now. Thank you, Specs. I owe you, man. Now here we go into the video. Take two. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. First, before we start this video, I'd like to thank everyone for 500 subscribers. I could not have imagined I would have gone this far. Actually, I could have. I just didn't think I would. Not in the least. But anyways, today's video is a video that I haven't done in a while. It's, you want a Digital Storm Lynx level 2. I fucked that drum. Do you want a good gaming PC? Do you want a PC that can push out a ton of FPS and has a good processor to play a whole bunch of games and disperse good graphics at the same time? Then you're probably looking for, and also, let me say before I give that, it's probably affordable at the same time. You're probably looking for a PC that isn't over like $1,500, and I got something for you guys. It's the Digital Storm Lynx Level 2. Now, I am not a spokesperson or anything for Digital Storm, but if you guys want to send me a video, or not a video, contract, throw some PCs my way to review, be more than happy to do so. Anyways guys, you're looking for a PC, that's why I recommend to you guys the Digital Storm Lynx Level 2. Let's get into it. One thing you will notice about this about the Digital Storm Lynx Level 2, if you're looking for high FPS, then no problem. This is the lobby, but I'm pushing out 452 FPS. That's something sane. But of course, this isn't a perfect PC, which is why I suggest if you ever do play Fortnite, you lower your 3D resolution down to 90%, as that will give us smoother gameplay. Second thing you will notice, I am running a second monitor. So this thing does have enough power to push out 2 monitors, and I think that is really important to be able to have if you are going to be streaming with this, as it is an important part of having a PC. You want to have an audience, you want to be able to reach people, you want to be able to control your chat. This is a very reliable and viable way to be able to control your chat. But there is some differences I would like to mention that you should probably do to this. For one thing, with this PC, I suggest that all people getting this PC, I'm going to let you see back here, this has a good amount of ports. But one thing this doesn't have, if you're going to be streaming, is enough USB ports, which I feel like they added way more than a normal PC has. I can tell that from my last PC. I can tell you that it would also, even though there is a good amount of ports, I suggest you also get another USB hub. This one, I believe, has 4 USBs. This one is actually, I believe, what is this brand? Sabrins, I cannot pronounce that correctly. So you are going to have, I believe, 2 USBs or 3 back there and 2 up front. And then to add another 3, I decided to include the Sabrina, I'm just going to call it the Sabrina USB hub right here with its 4 extra USB ports. So you have enough. So I do have a webcam, a mic, and a controller all hooked up to that. It still performs the same. So you really are going to want to make sure that you have something like that. Another thing I suggest you get are good speakers, because if you're doing something like work, I suggest you also make sure that you have good speakers for a work day. And It also controls a microphone. I'm not sure if I already mentioned that, but my microphone is also hooked into this. It's on the back. I'm sorry, I don't have it on a boom because when I got this 2 years ago, I didn't know what the boom piece was because I had it hooked up to my other setup over here. And I kind of lost track of the boom place. But now that I'm making a setup, I looked around for the boom, couldn't find it. And I really regretted that decision. So make sure, another smart thing is have a boom. Also make sure you have enough wire slack. Now, I'm not going to show you guys can sort of see my wires. I had to untangle everything last night because I'm rearranging the wires. So everything looks terrible until future notice. So there is more work to be done. I don't know. Anyways, guys, we got Soul Archer. As you guys can see, like I'm saying, I don't know why I mentioned this, but if this video is going to take longer, it's probably because I took a break to play Fortnite. Alright, now I think I'm going to have to cover something people were hoping for. Oh, I'm never going to be able to get this mounted looking like this. Now that I've gone over a few things you might need, let's get to what you're packing inside this small space. But I'm not running anything, no custom build on this computer. It's just stock what it is at stage 2. So what I'm running is an Intel Core i7 9700F with a 4.7 gigahertz turbo with an 8-core 3 gigahertz, and it's not overclockable, so I wouldn't try that if I were you. I also have an Asus MSI ASRock Intel chip with up to, I believe, PSI of 2. I think it can also do 2 devices. I'm not sure if I can only do 1. I think I have 8 gigabytes with a DDR4 Digital Storm Performance Series memory system, because I remember it was only systematic to what Digital Storm had their own custom memory system when they did that. And the power supply is a 600 watt performance. It's a 600 watt, I believe. Let me pull it up. Yeah, it's a 600 watt Digital Storm Performance Series with an NVIDIA RTX 2070 GPU. So you're packing a good amount of power for what you get. Let's not forget you also have a storage set of a 240 gigabyte. 240 gigabyte, that is a lot of storage. With one SSD card. You also have a 1 terabyte. You also get one storage, 2 terabyte Seagate. So you got 2 terabytes. That's more storage. And I also got the internet chip. I also got an internet chip. It's about $25 when you purchase it. You don't need an Ethernet cable, so you're not going direct to internet. If you're playing wirelessly, then I suggest you get that. This is going to be very important. Also have a GeForce GTX 650 4 gigabyte. So those are my settings. Sorry, I just got a thing of shredded cheese. I just like to eat shredded cheese. That isn't the most prominent thing to say now, is it? So those are the settings that you're packing in this computer. I would also like to take this time to address a few questions that people have asked me about this computer. How long did it take? How much FPS can you run on Fortnite? I get a lot of Fortnite questions. A lot of people wanting this computer are probably kids, teens, trying to play Fortnite or other games like Rainbow Six or COD. So, from my experience with Fortnite, in I believe pub matches and scrim matches, I can usually, without streaming, I usually can push 260 FPS, and that's good for any custom. That's incredibly good, and that just goes to show you don't need a powerful computer to do that much. When I'm streaming, I do have 120, but I have been doing some tests. I like to keep it at 120 to keep internet hitches, but you can push 144. Just get me ready for a few hitches along the line when you're streaming. Another thing you can always look forward to, I believe, what was I going to say? When you're watching YouTube videos, I believe this plays in 4K. Now, I do have 60Hz monitors, unfortunately, so I don't get that. I don't get to see the smoother. I don't get to see any of that good smooth stuff. It's a real tragedy. Real shame. I need to get one. But for the most part, I think that covers it. What was I gonna say? I think I went over a second part. FPS covered it. How long did it take to ship? That's right. This did take about, I think, 2 weeks. It said 2.5 weeks, yet it was 1.5 weeks. I was so surprised when it showed up on my doorstep. Because if you look back to the video when I unboxed it and got it set up with my friends, you can hear in the beginning that I was so confused when Dad said, your PC is here. I'm like, no, it hasn't been 2.5 weeks. Because I wasn't expecting them to deliver it that fast. So be prepared. I'm not sure if it's just me, but be ready for like a 1.5 to 2 week delivery date on your PC. Trust me, that 1.5 in 2 weeks is worth it. Especially if you switch from console to PC. It takes a few minutes of adjusting, but it takes a few days to adjust to it, but you'll get used to it real quick. Anyways, guys, that is everything on my Digital Storm PC. I think you guys should go for it. It's definitely worth it. It's definitely a PC you want to get. It's definitely something that can pack a lot of power. Let's just go and get it. I really enjoy it. I've been using it so far. It's been holding up great. So I suggest you go out there, buy it, and make sure you have a great time. I'm out.